Good afternoon, I am TheZOMBIEJ, and it's time for tea. Well, tea first, review next. So, I don't like Sidorak all that much, character-wise. He was he was sort of a coward, and he was also kind of seemingly a dick. But the set originally, which came out in 2005, I remember actually building my own alternate model instead of, well, okay, my original version of my original set I kept built for a while. I liked the swinging sword thing, the arm-built sword gimmick thing. It was cool. Then for some reason I decided to experiment, and I had a character, a female character, made out of parts from Sidorak, as well as a bike, like an accompanying bike that she can ride. I believe there was a character named Valkyrie. I don't remember, but I apologize if I butchered that name, but whatever. Anyway, so here we are. I decided to, well, actually, this version of Sidorak that I'm staring at right now is the original version with additions and upgrades. Yay. So, and I'm sorry if this version of Sidorak disappoints you, but yeah, the arms gimmick is gone. In fact, I gave him a much bigger and better weapon. So, say hello to the cowardice king himself, king of the Vizorak, Sidorak. He is definitely taller, maybe the same height, if not maybe taller than Rudaka, I think. And yes, he does have a freaking sword. This is a cut-up freaking Brutaka sword from God knows how long. It's got faded Sharpie on it for, you know, like a weathered look, I guess, because it's seen eons of battle. As you can tell, the sword is attached to his hand. He actually has a left hand, so you know he can jerk it if he wanted to. Pictures of Rudaka. So, he's got the Onua claw in silver. You can see it's just a simple design. He's got a thumb. He can grasp the hilt of the sword, and you can see, you know, there's a Lego cone piece. This looks simple, sure. In fact, it doesn't actually look too exciting. It has one of these wheels for whatever reason. I don't know why I did that. This is broken. Whatever. Has this hilt piece, which is this, or guard, which is a one of those pulley pieces. It's pretty interesting. If you want to use this design for a sword for your MOC, feel free to use it. In fact, feel free to improve and expand upon it. You don't have to cut up your Brutaka sword to mirror this, because this looks kind of ugly and just... So, if you want to use this hand design, feel free. But give me credit. Well, actually, I'm not sure if I'm the first person to have done this. But this is a simple and easy hand design, so there you go. I did use a CCBS bone and armor shell in black right there. The upper arms and this whole thing is the same. He can do this. He can hack and slash. I did make some adjustments. I did add a piece right there on either arm. He does still have the two golly hooks, and but if I dismember him briefly, set you right there. He does have CCBS bone and armor shell. He does have a fairly screwed up looking Rotuka spinner on his hand, so he can, you know, reach across his chest, and then yeah, it goes flying and hits the adversary or whatever. I don't know. There is a Mega Bloks stud piece in there. I know, heresy, but whatever. I had the piece. I felt like using it. Whatever. There's all sorts of other bits and bobs here and there of Technic design. And you may ask what I did with this thumb, because he actually has a thumb now. Shing, shing. It can grab you. It's just a Nevok, or whatever the hell that, Oh, excuse me. Sorry about that. Whatever that hawk thing, or bird, that came out in 2004. I basically, so basically what I did was cut off the plus thing, the rod portion, and I bent this. Kind of looks terrible, yes, but hey, it's effective. So now he can probably actually hold on to a bar of some sort. He can hold on to another weapon if he wanted to, but this in itself is pretty much a weapon. And in fact, looking at it like this, that looks like a pretty respectable foot design, actually, for a creature. I mean, if you look at that, I mean, if you're willing to use that, go on. But, yeah, it's just a, oh, and there's another Mega Bloks stud piece, though it's in black. So there's that. The torso is the same, although I did make some changes. For example, on his arse, he does have this TheZOMBIEJ foot piece in red. A few other bits and bobs here and there, even a CCBS armor shell. Oh, well, that wasn't supposed to come off. There we go. And behind it, well, it also has this chest piece too, but behind it is all this mess. I don't know why the ball joints are open. I should probably do something about that. But yeah, you can see this mess. It was basically wanted to fill that area up, give him much more of a technical looking back, and covered it, well, some of it, with this. And he's now has more of a back, and that looks like it could be an alternate chest. I don't know. This is a kind of a mess of a revamp. I don't know. Well, it's not really a revamp. It's just, yeah, that still works. It's just adding on parts. The feet are essentially the same. Well, okay. The back of the foot is different. It's just adding that piece. I think there's something missing there. So now the legs, I'm going to dismember him briefly. Sorry about that, Sidorak. This is kind of another heresy type of thing. First of all, the upper leg, I used one of those and one of those pins instead of the other thing, because the other thing was broken and gone, for fuck's sake. And, well, there's also, okay, so we used these Technic pieces in black, and for on the other side it's red. And also there's a red ball joint in there for whatever the fuck reason. And one of those sleeve looking things, I guess. And the lower leg is a cobbled together, cut up, biggest torso, you know, the biggest torso of CCBS, you know, the longest, the tallest, with, yeah, cut off. And it doesn't look particularly good. It has this Metru armor here in black, has a Borak eye in black, has one of those, and it has pins that are... This is a mess. I really need to fix this, but hey. CCBS armor shell, and the original leg on there. Yeah, that's kind kind of cheating, but hey, at least he can do that. At least his foot can move to some degree. This was back before friction adders were a thing. This was these pieces in 2004 and 2005. They were rubber. Well, they had rubber injected into the piece. Obviously, Sidorak can still do some stuff. He can still pose particularly decently. He can squat and fart if he wanted to, or just take a dump on your face. You know, I mean, it is what it is. The head is the exact same. The tubes on the legs, this one has holes in it for whatever the fuck reason. I guess an animal decided to chew at that or something. I don't fucking know. I don't know. It's kind of another one of those experimental, seeing what I could do to improve a character or set. But instead it just turned out to be kind of a nightmare, honestly. I really need to fix these legs. I need to do some work. Post in the comment section below what you think I should do to improve upon this cretin. I could give him a better weapon, but hey, I could probably try and recapture that idea of the swinging sword thing, but I don't want to do that because it's kind of a waste of time, and the original gimmick was just that, a gimmick. I appreciate that I was able to do this hand design, which is fairly simple, but, you know, at least he has a fucking thumb. He can't necessarily rotate his, well, that's best as he can go, because it's one of those upper arm, upper leg CCBS bones. But, yeah. That's Sidorak. Reborn after, well, not reborn, but kind of resurrected in a way and gotten somewhat taller, and obviously had some surgical stuff done to him to make him look seemingly, I guess, worse, if you will. But hey, at least he's taller, I guess. He looks more imposing, to a degree. Because I didn't really agree with the whole Sidorak having shorter lower legs than his upper legs were. Because his upper legs, if you look at them, they're perfectly sized for a Titan like this. Lower legs, they're perfectly fine now, obviously. But hey, at the end of the day, it was another experiment. I'm decently satisfied with this build, and obviously there's some things that can be fixed. There's some ironing out and some tweaking to be done, but at the end of the day, it's all experimentation. So there you go. So I hope you all enjoyed this here Moha video. What the fuck? I think I have a Moha video planned for y'all later, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that today. Probably tomorrow. I don't know. But I hope y'all enjoyed this mock review. I guess it's not really a mock. It's okay. I guess most of it is mock. I don't know what to call this, honestly. I'm just gonna call it a mock review. Shut up. But I've got another mock review for y'all today, so stay tuned for that. And for now, Sidorak. I'm TheZOMBIEJ. I'll see you folks. Have a good fucking day, and peace.